Hi everyone! Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Talking about home and daily chores in English can sometimes be tricky. Maybe you're not sure how to describe cleaning your house, doing laundry, or even talking about your favorite foods and hobbies. Learning the right words and phrases will help you express yourself more naturally in everyday conversations. In today's lesson, we'll go through real-life conversations at home and in daily life. You'll learn key phrases, useful vocabulary, and practical tips to help you talk about chores, cooking, shopping, health, and even work-life balance in English. This video includes content related to home and daily chores that we've uploaded so far. Be sure to check each video and our website for further details. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Are you ready to improve your English for home and daily chores? Let's get started.
Thanks for helping me clean today, Taylor. This place really needed some attention.
No problem, Jamie. It feels good to have a clean space. Where should we start?
Let's begin with the living room. Could you vacuum while I dust the shelves?
Sure thing. By the way, do we have any more cleaning spray?
Yes, there's an extra bottle under the sink. Oh, don't forget to move the cushions when you vacuum the couch.
Got it. What about the windows? Should we clean those today?
That's a good idea. I'll grab some blast cleaner after I'm done dusting.
Perfect. After the living room, do you want to tackle the kitchen?
Definitely. The counters need wiping, and we should clean the fridge too. It's been a while.
You're right. I'll handle the counters and the stuff atop if you want to sort through the fridge.
Deal. Let's also take out the trash before it starts overflowing.
Good call. It's amazing how quickly it piles up. Do we need to do the bathroom today as well?
Might as well. I'll scrub the sink and toilet while you mop the floor.
Sounds like a plan. Cleaning goes so much faster when we split the work.
It really does. Thanks again for pitching in, Taylor. It's nice to have everything neat and tidy.
Anytime, Jamie. Let's keep this place clean from now on.
Hey, Cameron, you've got quite a pile of laundry there.
Yeah, it was laundry day. I let it build up too much this week.
I know the feeling. How do you sort your laundry?
I separate it into lights, darks, and delicates. It helps prevent colors from bleeding and keeps everything looking good.
That's smart. Do you wash everything in cold water?
Mostly, yes. Cold water is gentler and helps save energy. But for towels and sheets, I use warm water to get them really clean.
Do you air dry or use the dryer?
Both, depending on the item. I use the dryer for most clothes, but I hang delicates and anything that might shrink. What about you?
I air dry most of my clothes. I think it helps them last longer. Do you iron your clothes after washing?
Not unless it's something formal. I usually just fold everything right out of the dryer to avoid wrinkles.
That's a good trick. What detergent do you use?
I use a liquid detergent, but I've been thinking about trying those detergent pods. They seem convenient.
They are. I use them and they're easy to measure. Plus, no spills.
That sounds great. I might switch. Laundry can be such a chore, but having the right system helps.
It really does. Let me know if you ever need help folding that mountain of clothes.
Thanks, Harper. I'll take you up on that next time.
Wow, Drew, your living room looks amazing. Did you redesign it recently?
Thanks, Bailey. Yeah, I decided to give it a fresh look last month. I wanted something modern, but still cozy.
You nailed it. I love the colors you chose. The neutral tones with those pops of blue look so balanced.
I'm glad you noticed. I was going for a calm and inviting vibe, so I picked neutral walls and added blue through the cushions and artwork.
It works perfectly. Did you do everything yourself?
Mostly, but I did consult with a friend who's an interior designer. They gave me some great tips on furniture arrangement and lighting.
The lighting is great. It feels warm but not too bright.
That's thanks to the floor lamps and dimmers. They make it easy to adjust the light depending on the time of day.
Smart choice. Where did you get the furniture?
I shopped around at a few places, but most of it is from a local store. They had pieces that matched my style and budget.
What about the rug? It ties the room together so well.
That was a lucky find. I got it on sale, and it just happened to match everything.
Do you have any plans for the other rooms?
I'm thinking about updating the bedroom next. Maybe adding a feature wall or some new bedding to freshen it up.
I can't wait to see what you do with it. You've got a great eye for design.
Thanks, Bailey. I appreciate that. Let me know if you ever need help redecorating your space.
I might take you up on that. Your place looks like it belongs in a magazine.
You're too kind. Let's sit and enjoy the space with some coffee.
Thanks for coming grocery shopping with me, Riley. It's always more fun with company.
Happy to help, Morgan. What's on your shopping list?
I need some basics: bread, eggs, milk, and a few vegetables. What about you?
I need to grab some fruit, rice, and a few snacks. Let's start in the produce section.
Good idea. Do you usually get fresh vegetables, or do you go for frozen ones?
I prefer fresh, but I keep some frozen ones at home for convenience. What about you?
Mostly fresh, but frozen peas are a lifesaver for quick meals. Should we grab some carrots and spinach here?
Absolutely. They're versatile and healthy. What's next on your list?
Bread and eggs. Do you usually buy whole grain bread?
I do. It's healthier and keeps me full longer. What about you?
Same here. Let's grab a loaf from the bakery section.
Good call. Do you need any spices or condiments? I'm running low on soy sauce.
I think I'm good on spices, but I do need some olive oil. Let's grab that while we're near the aisle.
Sounds good. Do you want to pick up some snacks too?
Sure, I could use some crackers and maybe a pack of cookies. What about you?
I'm thinking chips and some granola bars for work.
Great. I think that's everything for me. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm all set too. Let's head to the checkout.
Perfect. Thanks for coming along. It's always easier shopping with someone else.
Anytime, Morgan. Let's do this again soon.
This market has such a great atmosphere. I love how fresh everything looks.
Yeah, it's nice to see so many local vendors selling their products. I always prefer buying fresh fruits and vegetables from markets like this.
Me too. Let's check out that fruit stand. The apples look really good.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Good morning. These apples look fresh. Are they locally grown?
Yes, they are from a farm just outside the city. They were picked yesterday.
That sounds great. How much are they per kilogram?
They are $3 per kilogram.
I'll take 2 kilograms, please.
Sure. Anything else?
Do you have any ripe mangoes?
Yes, these ones here are perfectly ripe and sweet. Would you like to try a sample?
That would be great, thanks. Wow, this is really good. I'll take 3 of them.
Sounds good. That will be $8 in total.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Enjoy your fruit.
Should we check out the bakery stand? I could use some fresh bread for the week.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's see what they have.
Thanks for coming over to cook, Morgan. Cooking with someone always makes it more fun. What should we make tonight?
Happy to be here. How about a veggie stir fry? It's quick, healthy, and we can add whatever's in the fridge.
Great idea. I've got broccoli, bell peppers, and carrots. What else do you think we should include?
That sounds perfect. Do you have any tofu or chicken?
I have tofu. Let's use that. It'll pair well with the veggies. Should we make a soy-based sauce?
Yes. Let's mix soy sauce with garlic, ginger, and a bit of honey. Do you have sesame oil?
I do. I love how sesame oil adds flavor. How should we prepare the tofu?
Let's cut it into cubes and pan fry it until it's crispy. It'll taste amazing with the sauce.
Sounds good. Do you cook often, Morgan?
I do. I love experimenting with different recipes, especially soups and stews. How about you?
I enjoy cooking too, especially when I have free time. Lately, I've been trying to perfect homemade pizza.
Homemade pizza? That sounds fun. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Deal. For now, let's focus on this stir fry. I'll start chopping the veggies while you prepare the tofu.
Perfect. This is going to be delicious. Let's get started.
Wow, Jules, your kitchen looks amazing. It's so well equipped.
Thanks, Spencer. I've collected a lot of tools over the years. Cooking is my favorite hobby, so I like having everything I need.
What's your most used kitchen tool?
Probably my chef's knife. It's sharp, versatile, and makes prep work so much easier. I use it for chopping vegetables, slicing meat, and even mincing herbs.
A good knife makes such a difference. I've been thinking about upgrading mine. Do you have any recommendations?
Definitely invest in a high-quality one with a comfortable handle. It's worth spending a bit more for something durable.
Noted. I see you have a stand mixer over there. Do you bake often?
Not as much as I cook, but I use it for making dough, cakes, and sometimes whipped cream. It's a game changer for baking.
I've always wanted one. I love baking, especially bread. Does it work well for kneading dough?
It's excellent for that. It saves so much effort compared to kneading by hand.
What about smaller tools? Do you have a favorite?
I'd say my microplane. It's perfect for grating cheese, zesting lemons, or even grating garlic. It's small but so handy.
I need to get one of those. I've been using a box grater, but it's bulky for small jobs.
A microplane would be perfect for you then. It's compact and works like a charm.
Do you use cast iron pans? I've heard they're great for cooking, but tricky to maintain.
I do. They're fantastic for searing and can go from stovetop to oven. Maintenance isn't too bad once you get the hang of it, just avoid soap and keep it seasoned.
That makes sense. Your kitchen is really inspiring. I might need to upgrade a few things in mine.
Thanks, Spencer. Let me know if you need help picking anything out. A few good tools can make cooking so much more enjoyable.
I'll definitely ask. Thanks for the tips, Jules.
Anytime. Cooking is always more fun when you have the right tools.
This pasta is amazing. I love how fresh the sauce tastes. What did you order, Mark?
I got the grilled chicken sandwich. It's really good, especially with the spicy mayo. Want to try a bite?
Sure, thanks. Oh wow, that's delicious. The spice really adds something special.
I know, right? So, do you cook at home much, or do you usually eat out?
I cook most of the time. I love experimenting with different cuisines. Recently, I tried making Thai curry. It turned out better than I expected.
Thai curry. That's impressive. Did you make it spicy?
Not too spicy. I like a bit of heat, but nothing overwhelming. What about you? Do you cook?
Sometimes. I'm more of a breakfast person, though. I make a mean omelette and pancakes on weekends.
That sounds like the perfect start to a weekend. Do you have a favorite cuisine?
I'd say Italian. I can't resist pizza and pasta. What about you?
I love Japanese food. Sushi, ramen, tempura, you name it. It's all so flavorful and fresh.
I'm with you on that. Sushi is one of my favorites too. Do you have a go-to sushi place?
Yes, there's a small restaurant near my house that makes the best salmon sashimi. You should come with me next time.
I'd love to. Let's plan for it soon. By the way, do you want dessert? I heard their chocolate cake is incredible.
I'm tempted, but I'm so full. Maybe next time?
Sounds good. Next time, we'll save room for dessert. This dish is amazing. The flavors are so rich and balanced. How's yours, Sydney?
It's really good. I love how fresh and vibrant it tastes. The herbs and spices make a big difference.
I agree. Fresh ingredients can completely transform a dish. What's your favorite flavor profile?
I'd say I'm a fan of savory and spicy flavors. I love anything with a bit of heat. What about you?
I enjoy savory too, but I have a bit of a sweet tooth. Desserts are my weakness.
I can understand that. A good dessert is hard to resist. Do you like rich, chocolatey desserts or lighter ones like fruit tarts?
Both, but I lean toward chocolate. It's so comforting. Do you ever try sour or tangy flavors?
Occasionally. I like things like lemon tarts or anything with a citrus kick. It's refreshing.
That's true. Tangy flavors can brighten up a meal. Do you like bitter flavors, like coffee or dark chocolate?
I do, especially dark chocolate. It's a perfect balance of bitterness and sweetness. What about you?
I enjoy them too, but I prefer mild bitterness. Too much can be overwhelming.
Makes sense. I think exploring different tastes is part of the fun of trying new foods.
Absolutely. It's amazing how different flavors can change your mood or create memories.
So true. This has been a great meal, and it's always fun to share thoughts about food.
Agreed. Let's do this again soon, and maybe try something completely new next time.
Definitely. I'll start looking for a place with interesting dishes to explore.
It's such a nice day to sit outside and enjoy a drink. What are you having, Skylar?
I'm having an iced latte. It's my go-to whenever I'm in a cafe. What about you?
I went with a classic black coffee. Sometimes I like keeping it simple.
That's a good choice. Do you usually drink coffee or do you prefer something else?
I'm definitely a coffee person, but I like trying different teas too. Green tea is one of my favorites. What about you?
I like tea as well, especially herbal teas in the evening. They're so calming after a long day.
That's true. Have you tried matcha? It's a bit stronger than regular green tea, but really good.
I've had it a few times. It's an acquired taste, but I like it. Do you ever drink juices or smoothies?
Sometimes. I like fresh orange juice in the morning or a smoothie if I need something quick.
Smoothies are great. I usually make mine with spinach, banana, and some almond milk.
That sounds healthy. I should try adding spinach to mine. Do you drink soda often?
Not really. I'll have it occasionally, but I try to stick to water most of the time. What about you?
Same here. Water is my main drink throughout the day, but I'll treat myself to soda once in a while.
It's all about balance, right? Speaking of drinks, have you ever tried making any special ones at home?
Yes, I've been experimenting with cold brews lately. They're pretty easy to make, and they taste great.
That's awesome. I've tried making iced tea at home. It's refreshing and a lot cheaper than buying it.
Homemade drinks are the best. Maybe we should have a drink-making day sometime.
That's a great idea. Let's plan for it. It'll be fun to try out different recipes.
Absolutely. Cheers to good drinks and good company.
Cheers.
It's been a while since we caught up like this. What are you drinking, Morgan?
Just a classic gin and tonic. It's simple and refreshing. What about you?
I'm having a glass of red wine. I've been into wine lately. It's interesting how different each one can taste.
That's true. Do you prefer red wine over white?
Usually, yes. Red wine feels richer to me, but I'll have white wine if it pairs well with the food I'm eating. Do you drink wine often?
Not much, honestly. I'm more of a beer person, especially craft beers. I like trying different styles, like IPAs or stouts.
I've tried a few craft beers. They're definitely more flavorful than regular ones. Do you ever drink cocktails?
Sometimes. I like mojitos or anything with a citrusy flavor. How about you?
Occasionally. I usually stick to simpler drinks, but I'll have a cocktail if I'm in the mood for something different.
That makes sense. I think moderation is important though. Too much alcohol can ruin the experience.
Absolutely. I try to stick to 1 or 2 drinks, especially when I'm out. It's about enjoying the flavors, not overdoing it.
Exactly. Have you ever tried non-alcoholic options? Some of them are surprisingly good.
I have. Non-alcoholic beers and mocktails are great when you want the experience without the alcohol.
Agreed. It's nice that there are more options these days for people who don't drink or want to take a break from alcohol.
It's all about balance and finding what works for you. This has been a nice night. Good drinks and good conversation.
I agree. We should do this again soon. Maybe explore a new place next time.
Sounds like a plan. Let's make it happen.
Thanks for cooking, Hayden. That was delicious.
You're welcome, Logan. Thanks for helping with the dishes.
No problem. I don't mind drying. Do you usually wash dishes by hand or use a dishwasher?
Mostly by hand. I feel like I can get them cleaner that way, but I use the dishwasher for bigger loads or when I'm short on time. What about you?
I mostly use the dishwasher. It saves time, but I rinse everything first to avoid food sticking.
That's smart. I usually soak pots and pans before scrubbing them. It makes a big difference.
It really does. Do you use a specific kind of dish soap?
I use a liquid soap with a citrus scent. It cuts through grease really well. Do you have a favorite?
I usually use unscented soap. It's gentle on my hands. Do you use sponges or dish brushes?
Both, actually. Sponges for most things and a brush for tougher spots. How about you?
Mostly brushes. They're easier to clean and last longer.
Good point. I always replace sponges frequently to keep them hygienic.
Same here. Do you let the dishes air dry, or do you always towel dry them?
I air dry when I'm not in a hurry, but for glasses and utensils, I like to towel dry to avoid water spots.
That's a great idea. I'll start doing that with glasses too.
It's a little extra effort, but it keeps them looking nice.
Thanks for the tips, Hayden. Doing dishes is more fun with company.
I agree. It's always better when you have someone to talk to.
Hey Riley, it's been a while. How have you been?
Hey Jordan, I've been good, thanks. Work's been busy, but I've been trying to make time for my hobbies. What about you?
Same here. What hobbies are you into these days?
I've been learning how to play the guitar. It's challenging, but it's so rewarding when I can finally play a song.
That's amazing. Do you take lessons or teach yourself?
A bit of both. I watch tutorials online and practice whenever I can. What about you? Do you have any new hobbies?
I've been getting into gardening. It's surprisingly relaxing, and it's nice to see the plants grow over time.
Gardening sounds so peaceful. What do you grow?
Mostly herbs and some vegetables like tomatoes and peppers. It's fun to use them in cooking too.
That's awesome. I've been thinking about starting a little herb garden at home. Do you have any tips?
Start with something easy, like basil or mint. They're pretty low maintenance and grow quickly.
Good to know. I'll give it a shot. By the way, do you ever join any hobby groups?
Not yet, but I've thought about it. It might be fun to meet people with similar interests. What about you?
I recently joined a local music group. It's great to play with others and get feedback. You should definitely look for a gardening club.
That's a good idea. It's always nice to share a hobby with others.
Absolutely. Hobbies are such a great way to unwind and learn something new.
Couldn't agree more. Let's keep each other updated on our hobbies.
For sure. Maybe one day you can play guitar while I cook with your garden herbs.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey Casey, have you watched any good movies lately?
I have. I just saw that new sci-fi movie everyone's been talking about. It was amazing.
Really? I've been meaning to watch it. What did you think of the story?
The story was great. Lots of twists and turns. It kept me on the edge of my seat. The visual effects were stunning too.
That sounds like something I'd enjoy. I love movies with unexpected twists. Who was in it?
The lead actor was fantastic. I think they'll win some awards for their performance. The supporting cast was great too.
I'll have to check it out. I've been rewatching some classics lately. It's nice to revisit old favorites.
That's a great idea. What have you rewatched?
I watched an old action movie from the 90s. It still holds up after all these years. What's your favorite genre?
I'd say I'm a big fan of thrillers. I love the suspense and figuring out what's going to happen next. What about you?
I'm a big fan of comedies. I love a good laugh after a long day. Have you seen anything funny recently?
I saw a great comedy last month. The jokes were spot on and the timing was perfect.
I'll have to get some recommendations from you. Maybe we should plan a movie night sometime.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's pick a couple of genres and make a night of it.
Deal. I'll bring the popcorn.
Perfect. Let's make it happen soon.
Hey Casey, do you use social media a lot?
Yeah, I use it pretty often. I mostly check Instagram and Twitter to stay updated with news and trends. What about you?
I use Instagram too, but I spend more time on YouTube watching videos. Sometimes I go on TikTok, but I try not to spend too much time scrolling.
TikTok can be addictive. I always tell myself I'll just watch a couple of videos, but then an hour goes by.
I know what you mean. Social media is great for entertainment, but sometimes it can be a huge distraction.
True, but it's also useful. I follow a lot of educational accounts that post interesting facts and study tips.
That's a good way to use it. I've been trying to follow more productive content instead of just memes and funny videos.
There's so much out there. Some people even build careers from social media, like influencers and content creators.
Yeah, it's crazy how much people can make just by posting videos or promoting products. Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel or a blog?
I've thought about it, but I don't know what kind of content I would make. What about you?
I would love to make videos about tech and gadgets, but editing videos seems like a lot of work.
That's true, but there are so many tools now that make it easier. I guess the hardest part is staying consistent and growing an audience.
Yeah, and also dealing with negative comments. Some people can be really harsh online.
That's the downside of social media. Some people use it to spread negativity, but I try to focus on the positive side of it.
Saying, I think as long as we use it in a balanced way, social media can be really beneficial.
Agreed. It's all about how you use it. Too much of anything isn't good, but when used wisely, social media can be a great tool.
That was a good workout, but I really need a shower now.
Same here. I always feel better after a shower, especially after exercising.
Do you prefer showers or baths?
It depends. I usually take showers because they're quick and refreshing, but I enjoy baths when I want to relax. How about you?
I'm the same. Showers are my go-to, but a nice bath with some bath salts is great for unwinding.
Bath salts make such a difference. Do you have a favorite scent?
I like lavender. It's so calming. What about you?
I'm more into eucalyptus. It feels refreshing and soothing at the same time.
Do you use anything special in the shower?
Not much. Just a loofah and a good body wash. Do you?
I use a shower puff. It's great for getting a good lather. Sometimes I use an exfoliating scrub too.
Exfoliating scrubs are nice, especially in the winter when my skin gets dry.
Same here. Do you ever take cold showers?
Only in the summer. They're great for cooling off, but I can't handle them in the winter.
I've tried them a few times. They're supposed to be good for your circulation, but they're definitely not my favorite.
Agreed. A warm shower is just so comforting.
Exactly. After this workout, a warm shower is definitely what I need.
Let's clean up and get refreshed.
Your skin looks really clear and healthy. What do you do to take care of it?
Thanks. I try to follow a good skincare routine every day. I cleanse my face in the morning and at night, and I always use moisturizer.
That sounds great. What kind of cleanser do you use?
I use a gentle foaming cleanser because my skin is a bit sensitive. It helps remove dirt and oil without drying out my skin.
I think I need to find a better cleanser. My skin feels dry sometimes, especially in the winter.
You might want to try a hydrating cleanser. Also, using a good moisturizer can really help keep your skin from feeling dry.
That makes sense. Do you also use sunscreen?
Yes, every day, even when it's cloudy. Sunscreen helps prevent sun damage and keeps the skin from aging too quickly.
I always forget to put on sunscreen. I should start making it part of my routine.
It really makes a difference. And if your skin is dry, you could try a sunscreen that also has moisturizing ingredients.
That's a good idea. Do you use any special treatments, like serums or masks?
Yes, I use a vitamin C serum in the morning to help brighten my skin and an overnight mask once a week for extra hydration.
I have heard a lot about vitamin C serums. Do they really help?
They do. They can help even out skin tone and reduce dark spots over time. You just have to use them consistently.
I think I'll look for one next time I go shopping. Thanks for all the tips.
No problem. Let me know if you need any product recommendations.
Hey Taylor, how have you been? You look great. Have you been working out?
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I've been hitting the gym 3 times a week. I'm trying to stay consistent. What about you?
That's awesome. I've been doing yoga in the mornings. It's such a great way to start the day.
Yoga sounds so relaxing. Does it help with stress?
Definitely. It helps me stay calm and focused, especially during busy weeks. Plus, it's great for flexibility.
I could use some of that. My back gets stiff from sitting all day. Maybe I should give yoga a try.
You should. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference. Do you watch what you eat as well?
I try to. I've been meal prepping on Sundays to avoid eating out too much during the week. It's helped me stick to healthier choices.
That's a great habit. I've been focusing on eating more whole foods, lots of veggies, fruits, and lean proteins. It's made a big difference in my energy levels.
Same here. Cutting back on processed foods has really helped me feel better. Are you taking any supplements?
Just a multivitamin and omega-3s. I like keeping it simple. What about you?
I take vitamin D, especially during winter. It keeps my energy up when there's less sunlight.
Good idea. Staying healthy is all about balance, exercise, eating well, and taking care of your mind too.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, I've been trying meditation recently. It's tough to focus at first, but it's been helping with my sleep.
That's great to hear. I've been meaning to try it. Maybe I'll add it to my routine.
You should. Small changes really add up over time.
Exactly. Here's to staying healthy and feeling good.
Cheers to that.
You look a little tired, Phoenix. Didn't sleep well last night?
Not really. I've been having trouble falling asleep lately.
That's tough. Do you know what's causing it?
I think it's stress. My mind keeps racing when I try to relax. How about you? Do you sleep well?
Most of the time, yes. I usually stick to a routine, which helps. What's your bedtime routine like?
It's pretty inconsistent. Some nights I stay up late scrolling through my phone, and other nights I just try to fall asleep right away.
That might be part of the problem. I've read that using your phone before bed can make it harder to sleep.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I probably should put my phone away earlier. What do you usually do before bed?
I try to wind down by reading a book or listening to soft music. It helps me relax and clear my mind.
That sounds nice. Do you wake up feeling rested?
Most of the time, but I've noticed that it depends on how many hours I sleep. For me, 7 to 8 hours is ideal. How much sleep do you usually get?
Lately, only about 5 or 6 hours. I know I should get more, but it's hard to make time for it.
It might help to prioritize it. Sleep is so important for energy and focus during the day.
You're right. I'll try to set a better schedule and maybe try some of your tips.
That's a good idea. Let me know how it goes. If you need more tips, I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Marley. I'll start tonight.
Hey Jody, how has work been for you lately?
Pretty busy, to be honest. I feel like I've been working too much and not taking enough time for myself.
I know what you mean. Finding a good work-life balance can be tough, especially when deadlines are tight.
Exactly. I try to finish work on time, but there is always something urgent that needs my attention. How do you manage your work-life balance?
I try to set clear boundaries. I make sure to log off at a certain time and not check emails after work. That way, I can focus on relaxing and spending time with friends and family.
That sounds great. I struggle with disconnecting from work, especially since I work remotely. It is hard to separate work and personal time when everything happens in the same space.
That makes sense. Maybe setting up a dedicated workspace at home could help? When you step away from that space, it signals that work is done for the day.
That is a good idea. I also want to start exercising more. I have been so focused on work that I have not had time for it.
Exercise really helps me. I make time for a short walk or a quick workout during lunch. It helps clear my mind and keeps me energized.
I should try that. I think I also need to plan more fun activities outside of work.
That is a great idea. Making time for hobbies or socializing is just as important as work.
You are right. I will try to set better boundaries and take care of myself. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Let's meet up again soon, but for something fun. No work talk next time.
Deal.
That's it for today's lesson. We covered key phrases and practical tips to help you talk about home and daily chores in English. Whether it's cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, self-care, or work-life balance. These everyday topics are essential for natural conversations, and practicing them will help you feel more confident. The best way to improve is by using these phrases in real life. Try talking about your daily routine in English, or practicing with a friend. And don't forget, we've already uploaded more videos on related topics, so be sure to check them out on our channel and website. Okay, Thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.